Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, as always, I appreciate you popping in and checking it out. Today, man's a weird one, I guess. I don't know, it was fun for me. Just thought we'd look at some advertising characters, characters from companies like Pepsi, Domino's, stuff like that, in games or as games, and picked about, as usual, my usual 10. There's a bunch more out there, plus there are games that also contain advertising within the games themselves, like Crazy Taxi. You could go to like Burger King and I think like the Levi's store or Tower Records, stuff like that. But this one, for the most part, I'm just going to focus on like the actual characters and that revolving around advertising. So, but yeah, we'll dive in. 10 games as always, and yeah, thanks for watching. Let's go.
All right, this is Yo-Noid. This was released in the States in November of 1990 as an action platformer that was to promote Domino's mascot. The instruction manual, in case you didn't know, of Yo-Noid included an actual $1 Domino's pizza coupon. So that's, wow, what a value, huh? If you're buying 25 pizzas worth of this game, you get $1 off of an actual pizza. So, my goodness. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not good at math, and I'm probably even worse at pizza math, so... But anyways, in Yo-Noid, wild creatures have been led by Mr. Green, and they are running amok around New York City. And of course, they are causing havoc. The mayor of New York decides to call upon the Noid here to stop his evil duplicate, save everyone, and give him a massive pizza reward. So yeah, so we're living in a world where everyone is just paid in pizza. And pizza coupons and... Yeah, this is a fun one though. Was kind of surprised actually. It's not one of the worst ones here in this video. There's going to be a couple of ones here coming up that are just god awful, but this one, yeah, manageable. If you really love Domino's pizza, it's a game for you. Yeah, I didn't know he would drown right away either. That was a surprise, but. That takes us to Cool Spot for the Genesis. This is a 1993 platform game starring 7-Up's mascot, which came at a time, basically this is during the 90s when a lot of these mascot games were starting to come out. So 7-Up jumped on that bandwagon. And, well, what's the goal here? Well, you rescue other Cool Spots who look exactly alike. They're in cages for whatever reason. And in order to do this, of course, you're required to collect a certain number of spots, little red spots all around the levels. They change, usually increasing as the levels go up, and they're placed around the level in large quantities, and then you'll save the day by jumping and attacking with your soda bubbles you see there. Just shooting bubbles out of him, his little round, flat body. Very refreshing. This was actually a multi-platform game as well. It was a Game Gear version. It was on Super Nintendo. They pretty much, you know how these games are, man. When they churn out something and it ends up getting on every system, so. The Genesis one, I think I prefer more than the Super Nintendo one, but I was a Genesis kid when I was 16, so I don't know any better. This can get really frustrating if you miss one balloon, man. You gotta start all over. And I hate that. Here's Pepsi Man. This guy, man, he's filling up his bag with a soda can. Why don't you just go in a store and buy Pepsi? This game is, I don't know, man. This is a trip. This is a 1999 action video game. It was actually for Japan only. This is starring a mascot from Japan, but for the Pepsi brand. This was extremely low budget and contained a lot of videos like this svelte fella here slamming a Pepsi. And they did that because they just didn't have enough money to make more stages. There's only 4 stages actually in the game. And has our superhero Pepsi Man saving people who are dehydrated. with a drink that makes you dehydrated. Okay. And while aiming to dodge obstacles such as cars, construction cranes, and people, as well as Pepsi-branded obstacles, including a Pepsi truck. As you can see, he's a real lunkhead. I managed to run into a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, this game is, sure, if you have nothing else to play, definitely give it a go. Or maybe you just love Pepsi. Garbage man throwing stuff at me. You run through people's homes, because that's appropriate. It's kind of like, this is how Ferris Bueller got home, remember? Boom, boom. Watch this. Boom! God, I had no idea how to duck. Okay. The garbage can too, the controls are opposite. So if you're pushing right, you're actually going left. If you're going left, you're actually going right. So this currently looks like my street, as they are trying to install fiber optics in our neighborhood, and it's been a disaster. Luckily today we have electricity, so... Oh look, Treasureland. McDonald's Treasureland Adventure, and that's right, look, made by Treasure. The same people who made Gunstar. I know, right? So, starring our favorite creepy cheeseburger slinging clown, Ronald sets out to retrieve missing pieces of a map that lead to the location of a buried treasure from a group of villains who I believe were just called Bad Guys, the Bad Guys. Ronald can defeat enemies by using a magic attack there, see as it just shoots out of him. Latch on to hooks with his scarf, which took me, I didn't even know it was a scarf. And then he can use those little latchers there to get to higher platforms, so... There it is. I thought it was like a punching bag at first, or not punching bag, punching glove. This one, honestly, though, is not bad. This is a decent platformer. If you like platforming games and kind of similar to something like Mickey Mouse, right up your alley. Yeah, I don't honestly think I've ever played a bad game from Treasure, so good for you guys on this one, and gals. Alright, that's enough of that. From Pepsi Man to Pepsi Invaders. This is an interesting one here. For the Atari 2600, if you were an executive for Coca-Cola back in 1983, odds are you would have received this cartridge during their big 1983 sales convention. So this was given to exactly 125 executives for you at-home players keeping score. Yes, I know that means only 125 carts were made. Anyways, Atari Inc. packed Space Invaders, and Coca-Cola gave this to employees to boost morale, but most of the employees threw it out, so ungrateful bastards, or just guys from the 80s still upset they took cocaine out of Coke's formula? We may never know. This is a rare game, though, because, like I said, only 125 were made. You can find one. Good luck. The cart itself too is only I believe a blank black label, and it was in a white box, so but I think people out there have made labels for it now. I'm not sure, like for ROM hacks and stuff. This takes us to Kool-Aid Man for the Atari 2600. Mattel, of course, the Mattel toy company decided in 1983 to release this for the 2600 with our biggest destroyer of brick walls, a flying Kool-Aid Man. who hovers above a large pool of Kool-Aid. Flying back and forth across the screens are several little thirsties there, you see there? And they're trying to stop you from getting to the ones that are sucking that pool dry. Easy at home. Kool-Aid Man can capture them for points. Kool-Aid Man runs into those thirsties while they're moving. He will be pushed backwards uncontrollably, giving the thirsties more time to drink from the pool. Yeah, the game is over once the thirsties obviously have drained that pool, which you can see I'm getting close there. Yes, this is an acid dream like no other.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, Chris. Alright. Moving on to Mick and Mac. Global Gladiators. Global Gladiators. Warriors. It's for the Genesis, a 1992 platform game with our two Mick kids from the NES game, all grown up and ready to kick environmental ass. Guide Mick or Mac through 4 worlds: Slime World, Mystical Forest, Poxy Town, and Arctic World. Each world has several substages where the character must collect a certain number of golden arches to advance. So kind of like if you ever played Zool, you had to collect all those little candies, enough candies to leave the level. They're guided in their quest, of course, by old Ronnie Mac, who appears at the beginning and at the end of the game. Characters are armed with a weird-ass squirt gun, shoots gooey something, yeah. There's Ronald smacking me, there you go. Good job, kid. Yeah, this one's alright. It's good, but it can get a little frustrating. Especially because it doesn't seem like you can reach a lot of the golden arches, like the little symbols to advance. For whatever reason there, I can just walk on air. I didn't figure that part out. I think I pressed something. But, yeah. This is definitely worth the go. This one, on the other hand, this is M&M Kart Racing, a game that's so terrible they couldn't even get the right amount of racetracks correct on the box. They actually, I think, listed 10, and there's 15. Doing some digging, I saw that this was masked as a DSi game, which really means it's from Zoo Digital Publishing. And any Wii game with Zoo on it, burn it. My God, burn it. The controls on this were god-awful. You had to use a Wiimote like a steering wheel. A very, oh my God, I might be having a stroke, unresponsive steering wheel. This is just terrible. I mean, I should have known going into this. I was trying to find different M&M games I could use in this video just because, you know, M&M mascot. And I like kart racing, so I was like, I'll choose this one. And geez, my God. I couldn't steer to save my life. Obviously, you can see here in the clip. Yeah, man, jeez. I wouldn't even give this to somebody I didn't like. My God. Coffee drink just shot me into a wall, so... Here's the different modes: quick race, training, arcade, and I'll save you the suspense. They are literally all the same thing, so... Of course, you can change the difficulty. That didn't help. My God. I wonder what the M&Ms would think of this if they saw this game in real life. Fair enough, Red M&M. Fair enough. Here's a California Raisins Grape Escape. This game was supposed to be released in 1990, but due to declining raisin sales in the late 80s and early 90s, the game was canceled. Yes, I'm not making this up. The raisin sales were so low, they thought, man, we better not release this game. You can see there, you can choose start from wherever you want out of the 4 levels, just like in DuckTales. I don't know, I feel like this game could have still come out, but I don't know. And it's Capcom, it's a Capcom game. You play as a California Raisin through 5 stages, which, like DuckTales, like I said, can be played in any order, as you attempt to rescue the band and their band's musical notes that were stolen by a gang of jealous musicians. That old chestnut. The game appeared to be largely finished, though. I was reading that it even had a review and everything, but I guess we will never know unless you heard it through the grapevine. Every video, I think I'm gonna start putting a song in. Yeah, this game's not, I don't know, I think it would have been okay. It's a little frustrating, a little hit detection stuff there kind of bothered me, but I was enjoying it for the most part. I'm not real super comfortable with him shooting out purple goo out of his body. I don't really know what that's supposed to be, but, but alright. Alright, and the last one, also a terrible one, I'm afraid. I always hate to end a video on a bad game, but oh well, here we go. This is Chester Cheetah, Too Cool to Fool. They fooled me though, because I gave it a go. A 1992 side-scrolling platform cash grab game to promote the famous Cheetos paws, if you remember those in the store. Cheetos that look like paws, there's one right there. I'm gonna wake up from my Cheeto nap and eat one. The game, amazingly enough, actually has a story. Chester Cheater, or sorry, jeez, tongue-tied Rob. Rob, learn to enunciate. Chester Cheetah is trapped in the Four Corners Zoo. He bought motorcycle parts, I'm guessing from all his sales in Cheetos. I have no idea where he got money from. But he bought motorcycle parts by mail. The zookeeper, of course, got them before they were delivered to him. Now Chester must get these parts to escape said zoo. Yeah, I don't know, this game, my god, I thought I could jump over this thing. I think it's a dog on a steamroller, I don't know. You navigate these sewers a lot. At some point in this level here, there's tires for the motorcycle, but I didn't make it that far. I could not play this game. I did just enough to show you guys that this game exists. Do what you will with this information. May God have mercy on your soul. Even more wild as this game spawned a sequel. I have not played that yet, but I'm sure I will just to see if it's also as terrible. You'll have to let me know in the comments if anyone's played it. There's a lot of pressure though, because it ain't easy being cheesy. Yeah, this was just annoying.
All right, that's my 10. Those are the 10 games I put in there. Some of them, yeah, were stinkers. I mean, they're not all going to be winners. The point, obviously, is just to kind of show like what kind of characters from ads or advertising were in video games. And like I said, there are certain games out there that have ad placements like throughout the game. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, let me know in the comments, man. It's like my favorite part is what games did you play that may have had like some ads in it or characters that revolve around advertising? I'd be curious. There's one I didn't put in there, Marlboro. Marlboro made a game for the Atari Lynx, and then they made a custom Marlboro Atari Lynx. It was red with the Marlboro symbol on it. It's a dirt bike game. But yeah, I didn't put that one in there. I don't know, maybe just because it's so obsolete, smoking these days. I don't even know, like is smoking really a thing anymore? I don't know. I don't know anyone personally who smokes. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments though. Like I said, any games that might have stuck out for you back in the day or today has ads or advertising in it. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like to do weird stuff, man. So appreciate you all watching, and don't know what the next vid is, man. I'm just living week to week at the moment. So, but I appreciate y'all watching, and yeah, thanks.